Topic for tonight is 10 secrets to keeping your alpha edge when dealing with men and women. Now, these are my things. These are things that I do. These are things that I do for the alpha edge, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to keep my alpha edge no matter who I'm dealing with. Off top, I'm going to keep my alpha edge no matter who I'm dealing with. And anybody that's going to deal with me is going to be accepting of that, but it's just going to be gone. See, it's my way or no way. We talk about that with women all the time. But it's my way or no way with men as well. I'm going to control my life. I've made the sacrifices necessary to be able to do that. I've missed out on job opportunities. I've missed out on a lot of things that other men will capitalize on off top, simply because I want to be in control of my own life. You know what I'm saying? I want to be in control of my life. You can make more money. You can have more women. You can have more cars. You can have more anything. As long as I have control of my life, I'll do without a lot of those things. So, what we're going to talk about, man, is my 10 secrets to maintaining your alpha edge. The secrets that I use to maintain my alpha edge, whether I'm dealing with men or women. So let's get into this thing, man. I appreciate everybody being in here. Appreciate everybody who hit the thumbs up so far. I appreciate everybody who forgot to hit the thumbs up and gonna hit it now that I've just mentioned it. So the bottom line is this, man. The reality of the matter is this. When had to put that tracking box on my face, man. The bottom line is this. Platonic relationships only exist in the mind of a fool. If you believe in platonic relationships, I'm talking about platonic relationships with men or women. Now, don't go thinking no funny business because I'm talking about platonic relationships with men. Just because a relationship isn't based on sex doesn't mean it has to be platonic. There are two things a relationship can be based on. It can be founded on intimacy or it can be founded on business. You cannot have a platonic relationship with anyone because this is the thing. The platonic nature of the relationship only exists on one side. The person who classifies the relationship as platonic is benefiting more than the person who wants it to be more. So if you want more from a woman and she puts you in the friend zone, there is no friend zone. You're not in anything. You're in a position where you're being used. And that's the same thing with a platonic friendship. When I hear men and women say a man and woman can have a platonic relationship, no, they can't. One of them wants the other one. That's not a platonic relationship. So platonic relationships only exist in the mind of a fool. If you believe you're in a platonic relationship with a woman, you're crazy. You're being used in some kind of way. It's not platonic to her. It's a beneficial relationship to her. Platonic relationships are mutually beneficial. There is no single benefit. There's no mutually beneficial relationship in the world. Even your relationship with the Most High is not mutually beneficial. It benefits you. It doesn't benefit him. He's doing you a favor. There is no mutually beneficial relationship in the world. So the nature of the platonic relationship goes away. That's what happens with the nature of the platonic relationship. Man, I still don't know what's up with this mic, man. Wait a minute, homies, y'all hold up, man. Give me a quick second here, man. I still ain't digging this mic thing, man. I know it's low. I'm looking at my levels. Y'all bear with me, man. Communicate amongst the chat. They'll give everybody who hadn't hit the like device, who hadn't hit the like button a chance to hit it. All right, let's see. Now that is a turn up. That's a real turn up. All right, that should be better right there, man. We should be good. All right, let's roll out now. That's the proper volume. Let's get this thing. Hopefully we won't peek out in the red. All right, let's get it. So when you think about this, man, platonic relationships, that when a woman tells you a relationship is platonic, when you say a relationship is platonic, then, you know, you have to understand, man, that you don't even know what the hell you're talking about. You cannot believe that. You know, the basis of this situation is this, brothers. This is the basis of the situation. The only for sure constant presences in your life are you and God. Only you and God. Those are the only two people that are going to be in your life as long as you're alive. And so you have to value everyone else based on that understanding, based on that curve. Your relationship with everyone else has to be beneficial to you. It has to be beneficial to you. And it doesn't even have to be mutually beneficial. I don't believe in the concept of a mutually beneficial relationship. I believe that even if a relationship, you can call a relationship mutually beneficial, but I believe deep down inside, everyone wants to be getting a better deal in every relationship they're in. And I don't think that's unfair. I think that's the essence of being alpha. You want the edge in every relationship you deal with. If you can't get the edge, the relationship is worthless to you. You want to have the upper hand in every relationship you have. The upper hand is another phrase for control. You want to be in control. That's why, listen, me and certain dudes, we ain't gonna be able to get along. We ain't gonna be able to be, nothing but business partners. And not even business partners. We're gonna be two cats who have businesses that can be mutually beneficial to one another, or that his business can benefit mine, my business can benefit his. May not be necessarily mutual, but I don't develop personal relationships with men that don't start with business first. I simply don't do it. I have never developed a personal relationship with any man that didn't start on business first. Because let me tell you something about men and relationships. Men don't respect personal relationships. They don't respect relationships that have anything to do with any emotional involvement. They don't respect. Look at how men lie to women and tell them, "Oh, baby, I love you. It's just you, nobody else." No, the woman believe that. The woman put all her eggs in that basket. Everything the woman is doing is based on the fact that she think the man is just with her. And all the while, the man is knocking down everything that moves. So when a woman finds it out, she's distraught. Men don't care about emotional attachment, but show a man how to make some money. He'll always respect that. Show a man how to get some paper. Figure out a way that your business can help his business make more money, and he'll respect that. You got to deal with people not based on how you think they should be. You got to deal with people on how they are. That's why I demand control in my life. In my life, that's it. My life is about me controlling it. It's about me controlling it. The bottom line is, a man is more liable to be honest in business than he is to be honest in a relationship, in a personal relationship, because business is on paper. Men never get in trouble in relationships with women. They do all kind of things to women. Men who aren't legally married do the same things that married men do. Married men end up suffering the consequences. Why? Because the relationship is on paper. You can't trust a man unless the relationship is on paper and you can go to court and enforce the paper. See, words like trust, those aren't words we should use with humans. I don't trust any human. I don't use words like trust with humans. Why would I even consider trusting a human? Trust means that you expect someone to be the way they are no matter what the circumstances are. I don't expect God to change on me, but I expect humans to change. I always expect humans to change. They will change. So another thing is this. You got to understand that once you and a man establish a business relationship where you both earn money, there's a level of respect. Because when you look at your responsibilities, your financial responsibilities, you have to look at that man as someone who helped you be able to better take care of those financial responsibilities. And a nightmare for all men is to be broke. If you're broke, it's not a nightmare for you. It's your life. Once you get to some money, it's a nightmare to ever think about being broke again. The worst nightmare I can have, I go to sleep, man, wake up, man, and have a dream that I'm homeless and broke with no way to make no money and no way to go make no money. That's just the bottom line, man. When men always fall out with their friends. Let's take an example. Let's take Jay-Z and Dame Dash. Jay-Z and Dame Dash made a whole lot of money together. They met on the pretense of making money together. As soon as they stopped making money together, they weren't partners. You see what I'm saying? But they have a mutual respect and a mutual interest in one another's well-being, because they established their greatest financial run, both of them, their greatest financial run. And I say, yeah, Jay makes more money. He's earned more money, but that was his greatest financial run because that run put him in a position to be who he is now. Men respect that. Men don't respect personal things, man. See, you got to think about this. Everyone has a best asset. Everyone has a best asset. If your asset is your gift of gab, if your asset is your connections, if your asset is your money, if your asset is your education, whatever your asset is, you got to make sure, what I do is make sure that everyone in my life, that I have access to their best asset. Access to assets is what you want. That's why women marry. Women marry strictly to have access to assets. Ain't no woman out here trying to marry no broke dude. Women want a man with assets so she can have access to assets. That's the way the game is played. That's how you get ahead in life. So I'm not trying to use nobody or take everything they got and leave them in a poorhouse like women do in divorce. I'm trying to tell you that if anyone's in my life in a significant way, then I have access to their assets. Not because I want to take them, but because I want them to benefit me. Why would I have someone in my life who doesn't have assets that can benefit me? Every time I deal with them, I'm wasting time. Every time I deal with them, I'm wasting time. Mr. Intellect, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Bro say I just got up. Salute to the good doctor man in the chat. Salute to you, bro. So when you think about that, man, and this is the thing, a lot of principles that we stand on as men is because we want everything. Every man want everything. I don't want everything. Let me tell you how you end up feeling in all your interaction with people. Because if you want everything, then you're willing to sacrifice something all the time. Any man who wants everything is always willing to sacrifice something he has a value for something that he thinks is more valuable. That means that man doesn't have a plan for his life. See, I have a plan for my life. I always had a plan for my life. If you have a plan for your life, you're going to stay on that path. So if you're on the right side of the road, that's your path. But somebody on the left side going in the opposite direction has something of value, something that you might take if it was on the way on your path. You don't get off your path to go over there and get that. You have to control what you want, man. You have to control what you want in your life, and you have to be willing to accept the consequences of controlling your life. And I am that. I'm willing to accept the consequences of being in control of my life. What if I don't ever get rich? I don't care. For me, rich is not $1 million. You know what I'm saying? For me, man, if you ain't sitting on at least 50 mil, man, then you ain't had the right to claim rich, man. I say 50. For me, 50 mil is rich. I don't have 50 mil. But that's just my view. Zach Lyon, appreciate the $10 super chat, bro. Bro say, thank you, Dr. BOA, for always speaking the truth and inspiring us, man, to become our greatest version. Peace and prosperity. Same to you, bro. Bless up to you, man. Appreciate you being in the joint. Appreciate the support. You know, you have to think about this, man. If someone, and this is the thing, you can't look at people and say, well, they don't have a best asset. Everyone does. Even if it's something you can't use, everyone has a best asset. What I'm saying is, if they can't implement that best asset into your process, they're useless. Anybody who's, man, listen, if their best asset is being a motivational speaker and you only hit them up when you need motivation, that's their best asset. Their best asset contributes to your process. Your process is to become everything that you can be on your path before you die, dog. And to do everything in your power to maintain a long, prosperous life. That's your job. Look like this thing froze again on me, man. I don't know why I keep freezing. Cause it's not freezing on my joint, man. It keeps freezing on me right here, though. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it, man. Keep freezing on me. I don't know if it's the Elgato Cam Link freezing, man. All I know is some freezing on me, brothers. But it's not the camera. I'm looking in the camera right now. Y'all give me a minute right quick, man. Let me see if I can add that video capture back in again. See, it should be coming in now, man. The boy acting a fool. Still ain't popped back in yet. So we may fade to black on this, man. I don't really know what's going on with it tonight. Really don't know, brothers. All right, we back in, man. Let's hope it stays this time. I don't really know why I keep going out, man. Let me go in and look at. All right, let me go in and look at this. Give me a quick second, man. Let me go in and look at this. All right, everything seemed good, man. Y'all bear with me, man. Y'all bear with me. Everything seemed good. We should be straight now, man. All right, so if it goes out again, man, I'm gonna leave it alone. We just gonna rock with the audio, man. I ain't gonna keep stopping the stream to mess with that thing, man. It's got my joint camera going out of focus, man. Got to keep tapping the screen, man, and pull my face back in. All right, so let's we're gonna keep rocking, man. If it does that again, man, we just gonna rock out with just the audio, man. So China White, what's good, shout? Appreciate the $50 super chat. King BOA, all day, shout. Appreciate it. So let's get back into this thing, man. So another thing you have to understand is this, man. The very moment someone's energy turns negative towards you, eliminate their access to you. The very moment someone's energy turns negative toward me, bro, I eliminate the access to me. It don't matter who it is. I do it with a family member, so you know I do it with some cat off the street or some woman off the street. It don't matter who it is. The very moment someone's energy becomes negative to you, it don't matter if they have negative energy anywhere else, but the moment their energy becomes negative toward you, you got to cut them loose, man. A person like that doesn't benefit your life. They don't benefit your life at all, man. You have to understand that these people are not who they're supposed to be. Everyone in your life is supposed to benefit you. The very moment they stop benefiting you, it's over, man. I'm done. I'm talking about, bro, I cut them off quick. You understand? Because this is the thing. You know how people with negative energy are. They're going to keep pushing the envelope to see how far they can go, how much more negativity they can bring your way, how much drama they can bring your way that you're going to take. And you just can't afford to take that. You know what I'm saying? You just can't afford to take that. You have to keep it a buck. You have to keep it 100. You have to. And I just say this to you, man. If someone's going to be that way with me, then, you know, the bottom line is we just going to have a problem. You know, we're going to have a serious problem. And that problem can't be remedied by me trying to sit down and talk to you. See, once someone brings negative energy to you, they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to hurt your process. We can't talk once you show that you want to hurt my process. When you want to impede my progress, we can't talk. There's nothing for us to talk about at all. There is absolutely nothing for you and I to talk about once they bring that energy. You see what I'm saying? And so people say, man, I think I'm all that. Yeah, I do. People say, man, you think you too good for us around here now. Yeah, I am. Man, you know, bro, man, you don't never come. You don't come, man. You don't come through the hood, man. People be asking about you. I don't care what them fool asking about, man. What they even worry about where I'm at for? I ain't worried about where they at. I don't even understand the logic in that. So you got to keep in mind, man, that when someone brings negative energy to you, 9 times out of 10, they already had that negative energy, but they use positive energy to get themselves in close to you. That's why when that person's true color comes out and they show that negative energy, you got the vamoose. You got the vamoose because they are on a mission to destroy you, man. They work for the enemy of your success. They work for the enemy of your success. And I ain't with that, bro. You work too hard to get to where you are. You know what I'm saying? You put in too much work to become the best version of yourself, to have some sucker or some tramp just come along, man, and do everything in their power, man, to knock you off your path. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how low down a person is. Let me tell you how conniving and evil a person is that sees you making progress and want to impede your progress. They're so stupid that they don't even understand that being around you means they can benefit from your progress. It's better to have somebody around you that knows how to stay in line and benefit from your progress than it is to have someone that's so damn evil and so off-brand that they can't even stay in the game long enough to benefit from the process. Man, you got to cut that person loose. They would rather destroy everything than to benefit from it. I want y'all to think about what that means. They would rather destroy everything than benefit from it. Hey, man. I don't deal with people that are the author of destruction. I don't do that, man. You show me you the author of destruction, the author of confusion, I'm out. It's a wrap on that. Flams, YMC, SJ, the Mod Squad is on deck. You know, and that's just one of those things, man, that I'm not going to put up with. I mean, there are many people who will, but I'm not going to put up with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like Stack said, man, listen, you can be on already. And there are people who will come around, man, and fake the funk just to get close enough to you to try to destroy what you built. That's why you have to make sure that everybody around you contributes. I'm talking about blood, sweat, and tears. They got to contribute in a way. They got to contribute to your cause like it's theirs. That way, when they have so much vested, they feel like it's theirs. You let a man put all his blood, sweat, and tears into something, he ain't going to tear it down because he feel like he built it. You want everybody around you to feel like they helped build something big. And if people come around and they don't have anything to contribute, man, you got to cut them off. You got to cut them off. That's just what I do, man. So, I mean, you know, you got a lot of people, man, you know, they like to, help people who are who are not quite on their level yet. Man, I just ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't with that. I'm not a helpful businessman. I don't help other businessmen do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't expect businessmen who are doing what I'm gonna do, who are already on that level. I don't expect them to I don't expect them to help me. I don't expect help from anyone unless you're on my team. If you're on my team, in my circle, yes, your ass is gonna help, and you're gonna be a major contributor. But just somebody else who's in business, man, I don't go to nobody, man, looking for no handout. I don't go to nobody looking for no help, bro. I just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I try to surround myself with people who can benefit the process. So if I need something done, I have somebody who will do it, somebody who's vested in it. And if I need somebody to do something, if I'm going to ask somebody for something, man, I'm going to pay them. I've never gone to anybody and said, hey, man, do this for me, bro. Man, help me out like this, bro. Whenever I approach somebody, man, about anything like that, I say, hey, bro, I'm looking for this right this, man. How much you charge for that? What's your rate on that? Listen, bro, I've made people who didn't charge to do something start charging just because I paid them for it. You know what I'm saying? There were cats who were doing things for free. And I was like, bro, they're like, nah, bro, you ain't got to pay me. I said, bro, I'm not going to let you do that and not pay you, man. What you talking about? I need this, bro. I'll pay somebody else for it. Just because you, man, see, me, myself, bro, I believe in not taking advantage of people. I'm not going to take advantage of it. I'm not going to do that. Because I know me, the karma of me not being very helpful to other people. And then I try to use people at the same time, bro, that karma gonna come back on me. So you have to deal with your people in a way that's conducive to growth as the individual you are. You can't be one way now and then be another way tomorrow, man. That's lame. That's what suckers do, man. Let me see what else. Mastermind. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Bro said weak people are out to boost their ego. That's why when they see your alpha, they target you. Alphas are secure with themselves and stay optimistic. Real talk, bro. Well said. Well said. Salute to Mastermind. The man with a plan. Appreciate the $2 super chat, bro. Bro said gotta show support even if it ain't much. 1K. You know, no doubt, bro. 1,000. No doubt, bro. Appreciate it, man. Hey, everything is much, bro. You know what I'm saying? With that right there, man, it's the support that counts, man. Brownson, what up, BA? Appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Say salute, Dr. BOA. When the Levite brother speaks, it's wise to listen. Negative energy is spiritual. Psalm, Proverbs, for example. Well, I mean, yeah, I agree with you on that, man. You know what I'm saying? I guess for the average brother, but you know, being yeah, I feel that way, man. I feel like when I'm speaking, as a Levi brother, man, I feel like men should listen. I really do feel that way, man. When I'm talking, man, men should listen. That's why when people come in, man, and they want to be combative and they want to be, adversarial and all that, man, I just block them, man. Like, this ain't the place for that. You know what I'm saying? It's like being in a college professor room, man, and when he talking, giving a lecture, you stand up and say, well, professor, I'm going to tell you like this, professor. I'm going to tell you like this. That ain't what you're supposed to teach us, professor. Now, you need to sit down and let me take over the class. Nah, bro. This is my classroom. You know what I'm saying? This is my spiritual classroom. So when I'm speaking, man, I really don't need any confrontation, man, or anybody trying to, create this discord where we finna debate. This is not a debate channel. We're not going to debate over here. You know what I'm saying? We certainly are not going to debate here, man. So let's get back into this thing, man. Man, I sure hate my video keep freezing, man. I don't know what's up with it. But it keep freezing, man. Y'all just got to bear with me. Y'all bear with me, man. Bear with me here, brothers. Bear with me. Y'all know normally we had that thing under control. Y'all bear with me here. Normally, we'd have it under control. But today, obviously, we don't. So, the bottom line is this right here, man. When you understand what you're dealing with, you could do something different. But only when you understand what you're dealing with. Only when you understand what you're dealing with can you do something different. Now, another thing I want y'all to think about. Our relationship with women should be founded on sex, her servitude, or both. There is nothing else you can found a relationship with a woman on. You can't build. Somebody came in a comment the other day and said, man, well, if she getting money and you getting money, y'all put it together and build. That is a beta male mindset. Alpha males don't build with women. Alpha males believe in build it and they shall come. We don't build with women. We don't meet women and say, okay, let's build together. No, we build kingdoms. What you gonna build with a woman? You probably gonna end up building a queendom. Like, alpha males just don't function like that. That's not our thing. That's not our cup of tea. I'm not saying that you can't do it if that's what you want to do, but what we're talking about is 10 secrets to maintain your alpha edge. And that's just not something that's going to help you maintain your alpha edge. That actually makes absolutely no sense at all, to be perfectly honest with you. It's certainly not something that I'm going to do. You understand? It's really just not something that I'm going to do. I ain't with that. In no kind of way. Some men are. I'm just not one of those men. And, when you think about it, man, like, these are the things that she has that matter. You know what I'm saying? When you think about building with a woman, then you focusing on things that don't matter, like her education, like her job. See, a woman with a great job is never going to make pleasing you her job. Her job number one is pleasing you. So if a woman can't understand that her job number one is pleasing you, you ain't got yourself nothing. You got yourself a woman you need to try to see how she can contribute to your business. That's about it. But when it comes down to, showing up having a woman on your team, bro, you ain't got that. I hate to be the one to tell you, but that ain't what you got. That is simply not what you have. And man, hey man, listen. As a man, you can do what you want to do. As a man. But as an alpha, guys come in all the time and say, alphas just do what they want to do. No. That's just like saying professional basketball players do what they want to do. That's just like saying, man, policemen do what they want to do. That's like saying judges do what they want to do. No. Judges get locked up all the time. Police officers get locked up all the time. You don't just do what you want to do. That's not how that goes. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be all willy-nilly and say, well, I'm gonna do what I want to do. That's not how that goes, man. So all relationship with women should be founded on her sex, her servitude, or both. Preferably, I say both. I say if she ain't paying you and laying you, she playing you. That's my motto. But y'all know that's my motto already. If she is not focused on pleasing you, she is worthless. You understand? If she is not focused on pleasing you, she is worthless. She serves no purpose. Her job is to please you. Her job, her responsibility, her duty. So if you accept anything else, because this is the thing, if you accept a woman who focuses on her career, you're not going to get no sex. She's not going to cater to you. A woman who focuses on her career, she's not going to get them cook you breakfast every day. She's not going to make sure your dinner's there every night. She's not going to make sure you got lunch every day. She's not going to make sure all your laundry's done. She's not going to make sure your house is cleaned up. She's not going to make sure your children taken care of. That woman got time. She's going to be trying to work overtime at her job, bruh. And this is another thing. If a woman ain't even got a career and she just got a job, man, I wish a woman, well, ain't no woman ain't no woman on my team finna have no job. A job can't even benefit you. At least if she got a career, you might be able to find out how to implement it into your process. You may not be able to make her your woman, but you may be able to have it benefit your process. What a woman with a job gonna do? What job she got? A woman with a job ain't even got no power at her place of employment. Like, man, got to stop thinking like, man, let me tell you something. You got to stop thinking like you broke. You got to stop thinking like you're mentally disturbed, and you got to stop thinking like a peasant. The difference between the alpha and everyone else, we think we're kings, and we live our lives like we think we're kings. We hold ourselves in high regard like kings. Anybody else around us has to hold us in high regard like a king. That's the difference between us and everybody else. We look at ourselves as a king. And if you look at yourself as a king, there's just certain things you're not going to accept. Links. Appreciate $1 super chat, bro. That's the bottom line. Now, it's easy. A lot of men say, I'm a king, I'm a king, I'm a king. Well, how are you living? How do you treat yourself? You know how royally the king treats himself? You know how royally a king treats himself? He knows he's the king. And he makes sure everybody knows it. You know, the bottom line is, man, we have to keep in line. We have to remember this, brothers. All relationships must be based on something beneficial to you. And frankly, the other person had to find out how you benefit them. As an alpha man, you know you're going to benefit them in some way. Everybody that comes into contact with me can benefit in some way from my presence. There's something I bring to their lives just with my presence. Now, everybody can't do that. Everybody doesn't bring value to someone's life just with their presence. As an alpha, you bring presence to people's life just with your presence. There's something about your presence that brings something to a woman's life. A woman feel complete. A woman feel whole. A woman feel like she met a soulmate. A woman feel like the missing part of her was there. Her missing part of her is found. The piece of the puzzle, that corner piece that's missing, she can't complete her puzzle. It's you. A man gets some type of spiritual awakening. A man gets some type of motivation. A man gets some type of ideology. A man gets some type of leadership. A man gets something from you. Everyone who comes across you gets something when you're alpha. They all do. So you must demand something in return. If you bless people just with your presence, don't you think you deserve something for being so great, for being so blessed, for being so powerful, for being so damn alpha? Of course you do. YMC, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. China White dropping off again, sponsoring the whole chat, man. Sponsoring the video tonight. Appreciate it, y'all. Appreciate the $50 super chat. Cook BOA, sizzling in that joint. So, you know, man, these mindsets are mindsets that you're not going to hear this everywhere, because this is incredulous to men who don't believe it, to men who don't live it, to men who don't think it. This whole ideology is incredulous. They can't understand that these types of things really take place, that these types of things really happen, because they don't benefit people's life just from their presence. They have to give something. They have to dig within themselves and find something. They have to give something tangible to someone. Let me tell you something. The greatest gift that you can give to the world is intangibles that benefit people's lives forever. Tangible things benefit you for the moment. Intangible things benefit you forever. And that's the truth of the matter, man. So our relationship with men outside of family, and maybe people that's like family that you've been knowing since you were 3, your childhood friends, those guys are like family, must be founded on business interests that intersect to be beneficial to both parties. Let me ask y'all something. How can two men meet that have no previous personal relationship, don't have any connected business interest? How can they meet and just become friends? Like, how do two men who are strangers, who've never met, end up friends without any previous history and without any business arrangements? How does that even happen? Where are you going where two men are going to meet like that and they're not in a business setting, or they're not in a personal setting, and they know this person, they end up chopping it up? Like, if you have no personal interaction with someone and y'all just meet and y'all don't know none of the same people, how in the hell can y'all become friends if y'all don't have no business interest? That's counterproductive. That's counterproductive to even think to do that. There's no possible way. If I fall through Syracuse, New York, and I holler at SJ3, man, SJ3 ain't never met before. But you know what? SJ3 been rocking in here in the Alpha Sphere for a long time. SJ3 is the Alpha Brethren. So when I go to Syracuse and link up with SJ, man, that's the homie. He just moved away for a, he just moved away. You know what I'm saying? It's like a old school homie that I ain't seen. We chop it up, bam. Before you know it, we got a whole lot of things in common because we sit in the atmosphere all the time and soak up the same energy, drop off the same energy, build the same energy, build the same lives. You see what I'm saying? D. Flemings. Hey man, what's gonna happen? Me and D. Flemings link up, man. That's the homie. It ain't like me and somebody just walked up and said, "Hey, BOA, this is D. Flemings. D. Flemings, this is BOA. Y'all go sit down and talk." Man, that's lame, bruh. So that's why you don't. I don't get into these personal relationships with people that I meet online. Like, man, this whole personal YouTube thing, man. I don't get in personal relationship, man, with like creators, man, unless we have a business interest. We're not gonna get into a personal relationship. I don't want no personal relationship with nobody, man, I don't have no interest with. What the hell I look like? I'm not too fond of having interpersonal relationship with people already. So if there's no benefit to me to have an interpersonal relationship with you, why in the hell would I do that? I damn sure ain't no chatty patty. So we have nothing to build any type of relationship on if we can't at least sit down and talk about some business together. If we can't talk about some mutually beneficial business, then what are we gonna do that, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's gonna happen? If I fall through and holler at YMC, man, me and YMC can chop it up about alpha energy. The same way we chopping it up now. The same way I'm in here now. Whenever I come through y'all guys' town, man, we can sit down and have the same conversation based on the same things that we chop it up about, because we've been here doing this, chopping it up like this. Only in that situation, I'll be able to hear you guys' opinion about it. I'll be able to hear how you guys feel about it. I'll be able to hear how you guys think about it. It'll be an exchange more than me just sitting here chopping it up and having to read what y'all saying in the chat. I go through ATL, holler at J Stacks, man. Guess what? Bam. We there. We can sit down and chop it up. It ain't gonna be no, "Hey brother, don't I know you?" It's gonna be like, "What up, Jay?" We gonna dap up and then we gonna sit down, we gonna chop it up, man. That's just how it goes. But when we're talking about some strange dudes building man, you can't build a relationship with nobody, man, unless you have a previous history with them or a mutual business interest. How you gonna listen, bro? How you gonna meet somebody online, man, and they're your close friend and y'all ain't never met? Bro, that's feminine. It's feminine. It takes a personal interaction, a long, extended personal interaction with somebody, man. You have to be able to see how they move. You have to be able to at least be able to see if they're consistent. So when I come through you guys' town, man, you know, when everything lift up, man, and I'm able to travel and get out, when I come through you guys' town, when we sit down and have a personal conversation, it's just going to be the cap on an interaction, an alpha interaction that we've been building for a long time. You know what I'm saying? That's just going to be a cap on it. So let's keep going, man. For I'll stay on that aspect a little bit long right there, man. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving, brothers. So the next thing is this, man. And this is all that led up to this. You cannot be compatible with those who oppose your superiority in the situation. If a woman is combative and adversarial and confrontational and contentious and, you know, argumentative, man, listen, what am I going to do with her, bruh? We can't be compatible. She opposes my superiority in the situation. That's the same way I deal with dudes, man. Listen, bro, I've walked away from business deals before. I've walked away from business deals because the way the deal was set up, I wouldn't have the superiority. I don't want to be in business if I don't have the superiority. That's the difference between us and the average man. The alpha man will not compromise that superiority unless you force him to. He has to be in a situation where he has no choice. I am not going to choose to compromise the superiority in my life. I'm not going to do it. It makes no sense. Why would I? You know, man, listen, bro. We got to keep in mind that everybody ain't like us, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't like us, brothers. I want y'all to always remember that, man. Everybody is not like us. Amazing, keeping it real. Appreciate the $5 super chat, fam. It is not, man. Everybody's not like us. So next time you're looking at a compatibility scale in your mind and you're looking to see if you're compatible with a woman, man, ask yourself, how submissive is she? Cats be talking about women don't submit. Okay, I just won't have no woman. I ain't no desperado. I ain't no desperate cat that's going to compromise who I am, man, so I can have a woman. I ain't no desperate cat that's going to compromise what I stand for so I can get some sex. I ain't no desperate cat that's going to compromise what I stand on so I can have some homies. I ain't no desperate cat that's going to compromise what I stand on, man, so I can have nothing. I ain't compromising that. And so if all the submissive women are gone, I ain't going to never have no woman. I ain't saying I ain't going to never knock nothing down, but I ain't going to never have no woman. I've never had no woman. If all the submissive women are dead and gone and they saying, hey man, guess what? I'm living that single life. That's just real, man. Alphas don't settle for less just to say they got something. Brian Torre, appreciate the $5 super chat. Can you go more in depth into what context you would lose superiority in the business deal? It's kind of like if I signed a record deal. If I signed a record deal, unless I get control of my masters, I get absolute control over what music is dropped. Like, I don't have to submit no music for them to approve. When I tell them I got a 12-song project coming, I submit the project, they put it out. That's superiority. So if they're going to give me $2 million to sign over superiority, they can keep their $2 million. If they're going to give me $10 million to sign over superiority, they can keep their $10 million. I'm good. I'm not, you can't buy my alpha energy from me. You can't buy my alpha energy from me. I'm not selling it. I worked too hard to build it. See what I'm saying? So you can't offer me a lump sum right now. I ain't no little dude. I ain't no chump. I ain't no cat who ain't never seen no money. You can't offer me no money to give you superiority over some shit that I built with my blood, sweat, and tears. See what I'm saying? You can't do that. So it don't matter what they come with. They ain't gonna do that. I was talking to a chick today, man, a manager, a music manager, man. And You know, she was like all these things she do for these artists, man, and you know, um, linked me up with the label head, man, that label she worked for and all that, man. And I was like, look, I don't need no help. I mean, I need to hire a manager. Like, I don't need no record deal. I don't need nobody to foot no money for me. I can pay my own bill. You know what I'm saying? I can pay my own way in this thing. I just need somebody to hire to do these jobs. That's my outlook. If I can't hire somebody to do the job, it ain't gonna get done, bro. I will not sign my name on no dotted line that makes me the inferior, that makes me get the inferior benefit on the back end. I just won't do it, bro. So that's the perfect example I can give you right there, man. Since it's relevant, you know, it's relevant to what I'm doing right now, and you know, that's it, man. I ain't taking that. So another thing is this, man. You can't establish a personal relationship with someone who wants, let's see how I'm gonna put this, man. For someone who looks at you as a benefit to them, you have to always keep that you know, formal. Anybody who looks at you as a benefit to them, and as an alpha male, you should be able to have that gift of discernment. You should be able to have that intuition to be able to tell if somebody's looking at you as a come up. If somebody's looking at you as a come up, man, how can a man get caught up in a marriage with a woman who looked at him as a come up from the beginning? He has no alpha energy. He has no gift of discernment to understand when a woman is not really on his side the way she claims to be. He can't tell that. See, you have to have a sixth sense as an alpha male, man. You have a sixth sense to keep you out of foolishness like that. When you don't end up getting used and abused by somebody who was intent on using and abusing you from the beginning. I want you to understand that. You know how crazy it is, man, to buy into someone who is intent on using you from day one? You can't even see it. So you give them access to everything from day one, and their entire intent is to ruin you? Come on, bro. You can't build a relationship with those kinds of people. People who want to use you. You can't. Because if you build a relationship with someone, you build a personal relationship with someone who wants to use you, they're going to use you. Because you're weak. You're weak. And that's real talk, man. So, you know, I guess one of the main things I like to say is this, man. You have to make sure that you deal with people based on how they are. You have to deal with people based on how they are. I was just telling someone earlier, man, that I don't care what someone tells me about you. See, this is what being alpha is about. A lot of cats say they this and they that. This is what being alpha is about. I march to the beat of my own drum. So can't nobody tell me something about you, and then I start dealing with you in a way based on what they said about you. You understand? You can never let anyone's disdain for another person turn you against that person. Otherwise, you just a flunky for that person. If somebody could turn you against somebody just because they say, hey, I don't like them, you're a flunky. You're a flunky and a groupie. And 9 times out of 10, when somebody telling you that, is another dude. So you're a flunky and a groupie for another dude. It's already bad enough to be a flunky and a groupie for a woman. But at least a flunky and groupie for a woman, if she bad, I understand, man, if you got a weak mind and weak weak lust control. But a dude, how you gonna be a flunky and a groupie for another dude? Be dictated to how you supposed to deal with people. Let someone tell you that you need to be this way, or you need to view them that way, or you need to treat them this way. Or even worse than that, they don't even tell you to do it. They say something bad about somebody or say they got a problem with somebody, and you just do it anyway because you're so much of a damn groupie. Because you're so much of a flunky. Man, that ain't alpha. See, we deal with alpha energy over here, man. You understand what I'm saying? And the thing is, can't nobody pull me out of my alpha. Can't nobody pull me out of it. Everything I do is well calculated, well thought of. Because I don't respond emotionally. Everything I do is well calculated. I look at a situation, I calculate what will be the best way to handle it, and then I implement a plan. That's alpha. That's what we do. See, it's my way or no way in all of my dealings. It's my way or no way. Anybody can get gone. If you can't accept the fact that it's my way, peace. Everything we talk about is going to be my way. Oh, peace. Because I'm perfectly okay with just being a loner. I don't really care about being a loner. Because the thing about being a loner, the only people you have around you is the people you absolutely want to have around you. I'm perfectly okay. That's why I'm so perfectly okay with bachelor life. You know why? Bachelor life means that, man, I can just have a woman around me when I want to. If I'm so busy and grinding and focused that I don't want a woman around me for 3 months, guess what? I ain't got to have no woman around me for 3 months. I can just focus on my grind. You understand? Because with me, when I'm cutting, I don't have sex when I'm cutting. I need my testosterone, man, to maintain my muscle. I do not have sex when I'm cutting, bro. You understand? And as you guys have seen, I'm cutting, man. I don't have sex when I'm cutting. Period. I don't have sex till I get to my cutting goal. When I get to my goal, when I get to my leanness goal, then I cut. I ain't cutting nothing while I'm cutting. I'm just not gonna waste the testosterone on a woman because I need that testosterone for myself. If somebody said, "Alpha have mentors," my God is my mentor. So yeah, you can have a mentor. God is my mentor. And let's be honest. Every man don't need a mentor. Every man don't need a mentor. You know what I'm saying? If your dad was in your life as a child, then you may not need a mentor when you become a man. If your dad taught you well. So every man doesn't need a mentor. And damn sure every alpha don't need a mentor. Every man who's a mentor doesn't need a mentor. You know, see, this is, you know what? This is why what we have to remember. As alphas, we don't view the world from the average man's perspective. See, men live in a bubble in this world where they feel like all men need this or all men need that. There ain't no damn thing that all men need except water and oxygen and food. That's the only thing all men, and the Most High. So when we say, alphas have mentors, man, everybody don't need a mentor. Everybody just don't need a mentor. Some men will put here to be mentors, not be mentored too. And this is the thing. What's a mentor? And that term is a term that's widespread, but I don't really know what the hell it means. It's somebody who teaches you something. Okay, so that mean the woman teacher, that mean that the professor that taught you in college, she was a woman. So one of your mentors is a woman? You mean tell me you were a mentee to a woman? As a man, you had a woman mentoring you? What separates a man mentor from a woman teacher? What's a mentor? Somebody you can go to for answers? I go to God for answers. I think the problem is most men don't respect God enough to go to him. Most men don't respect God enough to have a relationship with him. Most men don't respect God enough to understand that anything you need, he can give it to you. Most men would just rather go get it from another man. Most men have more respect for men than they have for God. Most men have more respect for themselves than they have for God. So the problem is not that, men need mentors. The problem is that men don't have God. So yes, if you don't have God, you lost. You blind. You need somebody to show you the light. But if you have a positive relationship with God, then you don't need nobody to show you the light. You already see the light. You're not someone who's in need of light. You are a shower of the light. You are a leader of men to the light. So let's get on back into this thing, man, because man, I get to talking that God talk, man. I go all the way left on that, bro. All the way left. See, this is the thing, man. This alpha shit, it ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? This alpha thing, man, it ain't for everybody. See, this is the thing. Not every successful man has to be alpha. Because let me tell you something, bro. You can have all the women and don't have no money. So having women don't make you alpha. You can have all the money and be a sucker for women. So having money don't make you alpha. Alpha is an internal spiritual awakening that causes a man to use the internal strength that God has blessed him with to impose his will on his environment. That's all alpha is. If you can't impose your will on your environment before you get money, then you probably not alpha. If you can't impose your will on women before you get money, and I don't mean in a foul or, abusive way. I mean impose your will on women mentally, emotionally. If you can't do that before you get money, then you're not alpha. Alpha is an internal spiritual awakening that causes a man to use the internal strength that God gave us all to control your environment, to dominate your environment. Not dominate the world, to dominate your environment. So yes, I mean, men can be whatever they want to be, but what we talking about over here, we talking about alpha energy over here. We talking about the alpha sphere over here, man. So another thing is this, man. I'll take any loss, except for the loss of my self-respect. I'll take the loss of your respect. You don't have to respect me. You don't have to. Now, you ain't gonna blatantly disrespect me right to my face and I just be okay with it, but you don't have to respect me. And I ain't talking about like online. I'm talking about, in some real life interaction. Like the people around me, and this is the thing. I'm not telling you that I'm gonna kill you or do nothing like that, but what I'm telling you, I'm just gonna cut you off. Killing a man is easy. He dead, he go in the ground. Cut a man off from the blessing that you bring to the world, here, remember that, it'll affect him long term. So I compromise and sacrifice anything except my self-respect. I'm not going to let anything separate me from my self-respect. Nothing. I'm not going to let anything separate me from my self-respect. I'm just not going to do it. I can't do it, man. So the thing is this, man. And this is another thing I want men to understand. And this is a big one. Validation isn't real. Men talk about validation, talk about validating women, getting validation from women. Validation isn't real. It's not real. Validation doesn't exist. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, validation doesn't exist. Validation it's a fictitious tool, either used by you or against you, to gain a decided value advantage. The person who is giving the validation has the value. But validation ain't even real. Validation is based on you believing the person has value. That's all it is. If you get validation from getting women, that means that you believe women have more value than you. See, in order to validate something, you have to be more valuable than it. You can't validate a dollar with a penny. You can validate a dollar with 4 quarters. You can't validate something if you're not above it. So men who seek validation from women, men who get validation from getting women, that's because they think women have more value than them. That's just the reality of it. Now you have some men that do it just because they're trying to pay women back for all the things that they went through. Now I understand that. They go out here, man, and pump and dump and do all of that just to pay women back for some things that they went through. Okay, I get that. But I'm talking about men who go out there and do it because it makes them feel good about themselves to get women. You know what kind of weak mind state a man must have? We're talking about all the wonderful things in the world, all the paper, all the accomplishments, all the respect you can get from other men, all the respect you can get from these organizations, man, there's so much prestige out here, so many things you can do, all the love and respect you can get from the Most High. You know what kind of lowly mindset it is for a man to be validated by a woman? Not even validated by the woman, going around saying this man is amazing, he's the most wonderful man in the world. Validated by the woman's presence in his life. Come on, bruh. She ain't got to contribute nothing but sex to that dude's life. And he like, oh man, let me tell you about the woman I got last night. What you get from her? Oh man, boy, I got some amazing sex from her. What else? What you mean, what else? That's all. Oh boy, I'm the man. I mean, look how bad this thing is. I'm the man. Man. Look how bad she is. I like, man, these dudes are nowhere near on the level they need to be on when it comes to manhood and masculinity. They're simply not there. They're not on the level they need to be on when it comes to manhood. Man, validation does not exist. When a man allows himself to be validated by the presence of a woman, he has to ask himself, wait a minute, what am I being validated by? What makes me feel so good about having this one woman? Yeah, she's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, the sex was pretty good, but and let me tell you the reason. And I know somebody gonna come say, man, BOA don't know you're talking about validation does exist. Let me tell you why validation doesn't exist. Because if validation was real, how many damn women does it take to validate yourself finally? You're just one dude. How lowly do you think of yourself for it to take 1,000 women to validate you? Either you are one hell of a low self-esteem having dude, or they don't have the value to validate you, and you have to keep going forever and ever and ever like the damn Energizer Bunny, trying to find that validation that doesn't exist. Think about that, bro. You can weigh 500 pounds and say, I'm finna get lean. You're going to get to a certain point where the validation is going to be there. You're going to be lean. You're going to look down. You're going to see your abs. You're going to see your obliques. You're going to be lean. You ain't got to keep saying, I'm going to get leaner and leaner and leaner. You there. How can you get validation from something that never validates you and you have to keep on doing it over and over and over and over again? Explain that to me. Where's the validation? Validation isn't real. Greed and lust and the inability to overcome those two things, that exist. That's a reality. Validation is not. Even validation with women. Why do men think women get validation from posts online? That's no validation. Validation of what? Think about this. If a woman posted multiple pictures every day, even if she posted one every day, that's 365 pictures in a year. Then next year that woman's still posting pictures. Why? Because there's no validation there. Validation doesn't exist. It simply doesn't exist. Listen, it can't be proven. It can't even be, its existence cannot even be, you can't even lie about it. You just can talk about it. But there's absolutely no proof that validation exists. The next thing is this, man. To be 50-50 partners with a woman, you must lower yourself to her level. That's the only way you could ever be 50-50 partners with a woman. You have to lower yourself to her level. You have to. There's no other way to be anything that remotely resembles 50-50 partners with a woman. That's it. I'm telling you, bro. 50-50 partners, the only way you can be there, you have to lower yourself to a level because she can never elevate to your level. Even if you help her, you can't elevate a woman to your level. You can't elevate a woman to your level. Whoever she is, she's that regardless. You can't elevate a woman to your level. Man, my microphone is in focus. Let me move that mic, man. My microphone is in focus. My face is not. All right, there we go. You can't elevate. You just simply can't elevate a woman to your level. Like there is no space for a woman on your level. It's not for her. Your level is a level for men. And a woman can't be there. God is not going to let her get there. It's not her position. You cannot allow a woman to believe that you're going to elevate her to your level. You can't elevate her to your level. She can't be elevated to your level. Why? because her ceiling is your floor. Now we talking alpha talk right now. As an alpha male, her ceiling is my floor. She can never get to that next floor. I'm in the penthouse. It's an alpha penthouse. Only women who can come are those who are invited. And then security tell them, oh, new rules. Women not allowed in the penthouse. It's for alphas. She can't get to that floor. She got to get off of the elevator on the 18th floor. The 19th floor, we go up to the penthouse. The elevator opens and we in the crib. Our front door is the elevator. That's what we talking about. The bottom line is this. You can't elevate a woman. She can't elevate to your level even if you assist her. You can hang on to her hand and try to pull her up, but she'll pull you down to her level before you ever pull her up to yours. And that's why men shouldn't have these problems with, believing that, the value of women or women are strong or women are this or women are taking over. She can't take over. She can't oppress. She can't do anything because she's not even on your level. And that's not bad or good. That's just, it's pretty good. But that's not bad for her. It's just that her level is here. That's the highest level a woman can get to. They don't understand that. That's why they keep pushing to try to get to the level. And when men, that's why they keep dumbing men down. This society wants to dumb men down because if you dumb men down enough, women can be on the same level with them. But the men are their most masculine, their most alpha, their most complete version of themselves. Then women can never get to their level. And this society knows that. So that hence the breakdown of masculinity in this society. The attack on masculinity. Bro, being taught by someone don't make you alpha. Everybody's taught by someone. Alpha, it don't have nothing to do with nobody else. It got something to do with how you live your life every day. It ain't got nothing to do with who you're taught by. I mean, people are taught every day. That guy's probably teaching some women too. Does that make them alpha? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's being who you're taught by has absolutely nothing to do with being alpha. It's just about how you live your life every day, how you interact with women, how you interact with other men, how you interact with the world, how you interact with that guy. Do you act like a son to him? This shit is deeper than surface. If you're talking anything on the surface, we ain't talking alpha. We talking about just living life. You know what I'm saying? If we talking anything about alpha, and you're talking internal stuff, it ain't really got anything to do with being alpha. We talking about alpha is what are you gonna do once you interact with the world? It's an individual thing. How do you interact with your world? How do you interact with the women around you? How do you interact with the men around you? How do you interact with your family? How do you interact with those you love? How do you interact with those you hate? How do you interact with the world at large? What type of things do you accept? What type of things do you not accept? What type of things do you promote? What type of things do you not promote? What type of things are you an advocate of? What type of things are you an opponent of? Alpha is just about you as an individual man, how you interact with the world. That's really, it boils down to that. See, we can put the money on top. We can put the cars on top. We can put the women on top. That stuff on top of your alpha. Men build that shit up on top of the alpha to hide the fact that they're not alpha. Strip a man down to his very least compound. Take everything that man has ever accomplished as far as worldly possession goes. Take away all the women he's ever conquered. And then sit that man down and see who he is right then. That's how internal alpha is. This ain't some, you got a lot of guys out here. I see a lot of guys on IG, man, driving their little cars, talking about alpha this and they got their little jewelry on, talking about alpha this, and they show up with their little women, they talking about alpha this, and they talking about, hey man, listen, anybody can mimic the alpha lifestyle. Anybody can mimic an alpha lifestyle when it's just based on materialistic things. But when you get down to the essence of what it is, it's simply about how do you deal with people? How do you deal with people? Simple as that. There are some guys that look. There are some guys who are alpha that never say they're alpha. But when you look at those guys, you see how they deal with life. You see how they deal with their women. You see how they deal with other men. You see how they handle things. You see how they know when to go this route. They know how to go that route. It's all about sticking to the principles of alpha. And that's all this alpha thing is about, sticking to the alpha principles. That's all it is. Weez Bowski, appreciate the $25 super chat, bro. Said, well said, Dr. BOA. Working on the jawline and getting my money right. Alpha's fair and for everybody. Yeah, man. It's not. Because this is the thing. Everybody wants to tie everything they do into being alpha. And that's just not. You know, if you got a nice car, man, that don't make you alpha. You show me any man with a nice car, and I bet you I can show you a woman that I know personally with a flyer car than his. I bet I can. Show me a man with a Lambo, then you come around me, man. I show you a chick with a Bentley. You show me a man. If anything you can show me a man got, I can show you a woman that got one better. Does that make her alpha? Anything a woman can get is not alpha. You can't tie alpha energy to something that a woman can do. If you could get a mansion, women have mansions. You can become a millionaire, women are millionaires. You can drive fly cars, women drive fly cars. You can get in shape, women get in shape. Alpha is about manhood and masculinity and how you use those things to interact with the world around you. That's all it is. It's nothing else, just that. Another thing is this, man. Everyone is expendable the first time they cross the line. Everyone is expendable the first time they cross the line. Everyone is expendable the first time they cross the line. See, now you're talking, Rich. Now you're talking about alpha things. Things that you can't, those are things that someone can't teach you. See, listen, someone can teach you. Listen, man, listen, there's a guy who, I got a partner, man, and I call him my partner because he is my partner, man. He's like 78 years old. But he's been a photographer for National Geographic. He's been a photographer for the Wildlife Federation. He's been a photographer, he's been a wildlife photographer forever. This guy taught me photography. I'm cold with it now. I'm cold with photography. I'll take my 80-400 and pull a bird out of a tree and get nothing in that picture but that bird and his feet on that stick out of a tree. I'm talking about now in the summertime when the tree's full. I'll find an angle. Matter of fact, I just shot one today. I'm going to edit it up for y'all. I can pull a bird out of a tree, find the right angle, pull that bird out that tree, and it look like he ain't even in no tree. Just look like he's standing on a branch. But that don't make me alpha. That just means that somebody who knows something, I learned from them. So, I hear what you're saying, man, but we got to make sure that we keep these things separated. Now, some of these things may happen in your life because you're alpha, but those things don't make you alpha. You have to not give things that type of credit, because somebody teaching you, it may be happening because you're alpha, but somebody teaching you is less than alpha. Like, this shit is so internal, man, that once you start to understand your own energy, then, man, you walk in a different light into the world. Like, when I enter the world, man, I enter the world with my energy. I'm in an energy bubble, and I'm floating through the world, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm floating through the world, man. And I'm interacting with people, man, based on my energy bubble. Some people I ignore. Other people I interact with for short term. Other people I interact with long term. But everybody I interact with is for the benefit of my process. All the women in my life, they're for the benefit of my process. And that's just what happens. It's got to be that way. It's got to be that way. It's mandatory. So, this is the thing, man. You got to remember that the only for sure constant presences in your life are you and God. Those are the two things that tie you to being alpha. You and God. Everyone else is just someone that God put in your life for the benefit of the process of you becoming the most alpha version of yourself. You have to look at people as tools. Tools that you use to get a job done. The same way the people that interact with you will look at you as a tool. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand, and there's nothing wrong with looking at people as a tool. It's better to look at people as a tool than look at people as a fool. Everybody's a tool. I'm a tool right now. When I'm in here right now, I'm a tool, man. I'm just being a tool for you, man, to you. Hey, man, come in here, man. God is using me as a tool. You, man, come in, man. Do your thing. Y'all take what y'all can use, man. Take it and go use it in your life, man. If you can't use it, then just leave it. Somebody else will pick it up. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, that's just the reality of it, man. So I'm gonna edit that picture up for y'all, man. I'm gonna put it on the memberships, man. So I'm gonna edit it and y'all to get it on the membership. I should show it to the members tomorrow, man. I shot it raw, man, so I don't really even know what the real colors of the bird are because I shot it raw. So I got to bring up the colors, man. It was in midday sunlight, so I know I got to lower the highlights and raise the shadows because the bird was actually in a tree. Like it was deep down in the tree, and I just found the angle. And so I heard it, so I kind of knew where it was just from here, and I knew where level it was at. So I just had to find an opening, and when I found it, man, bam, it was sitting right there, man. So I just zoomed it in. Moved my lens a little bit, man. Moved around, man. And I was shooting a handheld, so I had to be super still because my camera would be shaking, man. So when I found it, man, bam, I popped it. Popped it with the Nikon D7100, man. So we'll see how it came out, man. It's a clear picture, and I'll put it up for y'all, man, on the membership tomorrow, man. So look, man, I appreciate everybody being in the joint, man. It's been real in the field. You know, we don't make these things too long no more, man. We like people to come in. We like to bring them in and get them on out, man. You know what I'm saying? That whole 2 to 4 hour live stream thing, man, that ain't my thing. I don't get down like that, bro. No, I don't get down like that, man. So, you know, it ain't my thing, man. Somebody asked something in the chat. Yeah, man, just go down to where the subscribe button is down there, man, and there's a join button. Well, not the join. Look where it says. I don't know where it's at because I'm looking at it from my screen as a creator. I'm logged in. But there's a join button, man. It should be right down below where the like button is, man. So, Mod Squad, man, I appreciate y'all being in the joint. We done froze up again, man. We almost got through it, but we done froze up again. I ain't gonna lie, that might be the thumbnail, though. The one where it froze right now, man, that might be the thumbnail. I think that is gonna be the thumbnail, homies. Look like a thumbnail to me. So look, man, I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. We're gonna go ahead and get ready to slide on out this thing, man. I'm glad we finally got this audio together, man. And I'm gonna see what's going on while this HD 60 plus, man, keep flashing out on us, man. But look, homies, y'all be easy, man. Enjoy the rest of your night, man. Well, for some of y'all it's morning already. Y'all be easy, man. And y'all remember, man, tomorrow at 12:15 p.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be finishing up the book of Proverbs. We left off on chapter 11, so we'll go chapter 12 through 31. We'll finish up tomorrow, man. So y'all be there for that, man. And y'all know what we're doing. I'm just going through everything that I've marked in there. And you know what, brothers? I may go back to the beginning and start from Genesis and just go through the things that I've got marked and go through the entire word with things that I've got marked. We'll see. But tomorrow we will finish up with Proverbs, man. I appreciate everybody being in the joint. Appreciate all the super chats, man. It's been real, man. D Flemings, YMC, SJ3. You know what I'm saying? The Mod Squad 3. Man, I appreciate y'all boy being in the chat, man. Doing the thing y'all doing, man. Working the wrench. and keeping people in line, man. And listen, let me tell y'all some of the ones who are left in here. If you're wondering why D Flemings get you out of here with some of your comments, if you come in all caps, he gonna get you out of here. No, that's reserved for me and moderators. So, that's why it happens. So you want your comment to be seen, just go ahead, man, and don't use all caps, man. It's real simple. You ain't got to type in all caps. So, all right, man, we're going to get on out of here, man. I'll holler at y'all in a minute, man. We're going to go ahead and, I got a whatchamacallit, man. I may do this live in the morning, man, and show y'all, I still want to talk to y'all about, man, why I cut on a 2,000 calorie diet. It seemed low, but it's really not low, but it's the quickest way to cut, and I'm going to tell y'all why. So I'll probably do that live in the morning, man. Get up and do that live stream, man. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, man, we're going to get on out of here. Y'all keep it a buck, man. Y'all keep it real. And y'all stay safe out there, man. You know what I'm saying? We still live in a dangerous world, man. So y'all keep it real, man. We still got some things going on, man. So we're going to get on out of here, man. Y'all keep grinding and growing, man. Peace.